Hey YouTube, so you can see I'm growing a coronavirus quarantine beard, and I'm trying to figure out what I can get done around here while I'm locked at home. So got an issue with the Volvo. I will show you. Got the car out of storage and I cannot retract the seatbelt at all. It is completely stuck. So I've messed around with it and I can't get it to come out. So we're gonna start taking this thing apart and maybe we can repair this retractor, but I don't think that's gonna be the case. I think we're probably gonna have to replace it, and I don't really know what's gonna happen. No matter what, I gotta take it out though. So I'm gonna start disassembling this thing and then I'll show you what I did to get to it. Hopefully it's not a mess. But I have no cameraman, so you're just gonna have to wait a minute. Or I guess it's gonna be just a second for you. See ya. Alright, so this is where I'm at now. You're going to have to remove both of the door sills. This is the front sill. The way you're going to remove it is you're going to pull the front forward first, pop that out, and then work your way down it. And disengage these clips. Be careful, it's going to want to crack along here. You can see I started to slip mine slightly. Right here. So just make sure you're pressing up on this and you're not using this as a lever. And then you're actually going to pivot it out. So as you can see, that actually goes under the B-pillar trim there. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna pivot it out like that. Then you need to remove the side of the seat. So move the seat forward slightly. The way you get this side panel removed is it has these large tabs here. This is the back that goes around here. Just put your finger under there and press that up. And then this is the front that goes along here. Just spread those and push it up and work it around. You don't have to take the electrical out, I don't believe. And now you need to disengage the bottom of the seat belt, which I want to try to do on camera. I believe all you do is you press in this little metal tab here. Oops, sorry. And it's as easy as that. So now we're going to be able to move our seat farther forward, and I'm going to work on the rear door sill, and then we'll work to get this B-pillar trim off. Alright, I'm sitting in the car now. I removed the rear sill, which was the same as the front. You're going to pop it up the back and then work your way forward and pivot it under the B-pillar trim. I believe we need to pull it out at the bottom. See if we can find our clips under here. Okay, good progress there. I pulled the weather strip back too, by the way. So I just used the trim tool to do that, front and rear. So it would have been helpful to have that actually recorded because it was a bit complex. But I'm just going to do my best to try to explain it to you after the fact here. So first I'll show you where the clips are located. This tube, for this air vent, goes around this tube. So when you pull it out at the bottom and you try to pull the thing down to remove it, you won't be successful because that tube will still be engaged with this one. So what you need to do is pull it out, pull it down, disengage the top clip, and then pull the whole thing. Once this is out at the top, pull the whole thing up and out of that bottom tube. So it's kind of a three-step process. Down here, out this way, down this way, and then tilt the whole thing out and up like that. So then you're gonna need to get the seatbelt through this opening here. And you're not gonna be able to do it at first because there's this plastic surround here that's too small for the seatbelt to fit through there. So you disengage the clips. There are one there, two there, one there, and then this one just kind of pivots out. And then once you have that, you snake the plastic through here, this way, and then you can feed the whole seatbelt up and through this hole, and you'll be able to remove this. And as you can see, I was pretty successful. It doesn't look like I cracked it anywhere. All the clips are intact. Thanks Volvo for that good design. Pretty cool I didn't break any, especially with it being so cold today. So now let's take a look at our seatbelt mechanism. As you can see, this is a pyrotechnic type. Pyrotechnic pretensioner here. So this tube is kind of like a pipe bomb with a wire in it, and what it does is an explosive charge is located here, and in an accident this will blast a cylinder down the tube and it will yank your seatbelt through this cable very, very tight. I'm going to want to disconnect this before I do much else. I don't want this going off in my face. In order to remove it, it looks like there's going to be a bolt here and then a bolt down here. So it's a 14mm bolt. Going to use trusty Milwaukee. There's two of them. All right, let's loosen the lower one. And there it comes. Doesn't look like I broke anything. So, what do we got going? Is it still locked up this way? Yep. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to go inside and do a little research, I think, because I'm not sure if this is disassemblable. All right, let me get back to you. Well, guess what? Been like 3 months. It is now very warm outside, and you know, everything's been pretty unpredictable. So couldn't predict that I decided to actually leave town and go up north during the whole lockdown time, but nobody cares about that, so let's get right to it. Turned out that that reel was just jammed up and there's nothing I could do about it. So I sent it to a company called Safety Restore, and they rebuilt it for me. For the most part, it looks the same. It's the same belt, so the color matches, and it was about $80 or something like that. So I'm gonna get my tools and we're gonna bolt this guy back in. I'll show you my progress in a moment. All right, got it bolted in now, top and bottom. Got it torqued. Make sure you put some red Loctite on these or something similar, because they had some on them when I took them out. Okay, I've got the belt routed back through the trim here. I popped in that plastic piece. I pulled this through first. And I wanted to mention, don't forget to reconnect your electrical connector for your pre-tensioner. Alright, I remembered that I had to remove the weather stripping from both sides. Also, like before, this has got to go in first, and then you're going to pull the carpet way out, you're going to pull your vent way out, and you're going to basically kind of mangle this bottom vent up inside the tube and then push it in like this. It's pretty flexible, so I wouldn't worry about it too much, but up here I would worry about it. I would definitely make sure you get this one in first, or else you're going to break that tab off. So just kind of make sure the carpet's out, mangle that tube in there, and then make sure the clips are lined up and push it on in. Okay, this is what it looks like when it's clipped in. So we're going to put our weather stripping in now. Wanted to point out, I misspoke. This carpet actually ends up going under here. It goes under here like that. And anyways, I actually reinstalled this because I was driving the car around. So I'm going to come back here. I'm going to pull towards the back of the car. There we go. Now I should be able to get my seatbelt in. Negative. Let's try it again. Okay, I got it. It's just a little bit sticky. So this tab was sticking out before. I got it relined up and got this pushed back in. Now we should be able to clip it in. Make sure the seatbelt is facing the right direction. There we go. Secured. Then I just slotted this through our little hole there again, clipped her on down, put in the sills, just like before, but in reverse. It has to go in here first, and then slowly pop the clips down in this direction. And this way, you're gonna go backwards, you're gonna put it in here, and then you're gonna slowly pop the clips down, working your way back. This doesn't fit that well here, but only because the car was hit. So let's get in and see if everything feels right now. Seems pretty good. Not locking up. Done.